Hi, Carl here, KE0JWK, part 3 of the fan dipole rebuild. I just wanted to give you guys a quick look at what's involved every time I've got to make an adjustment. Now, keep in mind, I started out with all these wires adjusted at the same length as when this dipole had a wider spread. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to give you a look at what has to be done every adjustment. This working on one of these isn't really all that difficult, but it's not for the faint at heart, that's for sure, because it does require a lot of walking back and forth. I do have this hooked up to my coax that runs into the house. I could use a shorter piece of coax and bring my analyzer and laptop out here. But I don't mind walking back in the house. Gives me a chance to have a sip of coffee. Anyway, so I raised the center up with this 10 foot long piece of PVC. I don't know, it might be a little more than 10, but so the first step when I got to make an adjustment is I got to come out here, drop this center down. You see I've got it tied back there, and this, by the way, is not in a straight line, which it will be when I get it up in the air. But for my initial adjustments, I can go this route. Okay, so then I've got to go way down to the one end and lower that end. Right now, if I was working on the 40-meter wire, this would be low enough, but I'm working on the 80 right now, which is still way up in the air. My 160 stayed good. I'll show you that when we look at the screenshots. But so I've got to go over here. My antenna rope runs way up there. If you can see that pulley, I kind of doubt it, but it's way up in that tree. It's I can't remember. I think I'm about 56 feet off the ground on this end, if I remember right. It might be 58. So I've just got this temporarily secured. I've got to loosen this end and drop this end of the antenna down to a point where I can reach it from the ground, and that'll do it. I'll temporarily secure it again, and then I've got to go do the same thing all the way at the other end of the antenna to lower the other end, make my adjustment, and reverse that process. So there is a lot of walking back and forth. If you have problems with that, and mine happens to be somewhat uphill and around the house, so it's a lot of back and forth and in and out of the house. But I just wanted to give you an idea, because a lot of guys don't like fans for that reason, because they do take a little time to adjust. But I tell you what, in my opinion, once you get them where you want them, or at least close enough for your antenna tuner, i.e. Matchbox, to take care of it, man, they're a great antenna. At least this one is. I've been so happy with it. All right, catch you on the next round. KE0JWK.